Kicking and screaming, but through the hate. Don't give them reasons to say they were right, you were wrong, you couldn't go all the way. Walking up repeat. Welcome the hard times, wasn't the same. Walking up repeat. Keep moving, don't stop for anything. Breathe life, survive. Are you afraid to die? Afraid
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here on the ECW Network. We are live here in the Lone Star State, Texas. Still, NXT coming to you from the fallout of NXT TAKEOVER PRELUDE TO VIOLENCE. Just seen here at the top of the show, Brian Cole with Alex Tanay, and we have got so much to dissect here tonight, folks.
I would say if you missed TAKEOVER, you really missed a treat. But you can always catch it on ECW Network. But here we are going to deal with the fallout as Walter Scott will address the roster after his big win, defending that hardcore title on this first TAKEOVER.
Absolutely. Walter had quite a bit on his mind following a hard-fought victory with the title on the line. Says that there's not enough competition here in NXT, and he apparently has a lot more still to say here tonight. It's going to be very interesting to see what the NXT Hardcore Champion has to say here tonight in this broadcast. Also tonight, we're expecting several new debuts, including this man, Alex James. We've heard a lot about him in recent weeks. He recently signed to the ECW NXT brand. We do not know who he will be debuting against here tonight. RTJ has left it a little bit of a surprise. Today we've got, again, an absolutely unprecedented show here tonight coming off the TAKEOVER.
I would say we're full of debuts happening here in the next couple months here in NXT. So much new talent coming in.
And speaking of talent, looks like Dallas Chandler, who made his return and makes his return to action here, is coming down to the ring now, and he's got a microphone in hand.
Yeah, he surprised all of us at TAKEOVER showing up at the end of that Torjstein Almighty match.
Shocking the world, making a return from injury suffered by Torjstein Almighty. And as far as we know, Torjstein Almighty has replaced him on that injury reserve list following what happened to TAKEOVER Prelude to Violence.
You know that high you get when you get back at somebody when they do something? Yeah? Well, that's what I'm on. Because as you've seen at TAKEOVER, I exacted my revenge on Torjstein Almighty. The utmost come from that. Because when I got carted out of here on that SmackDown, I didn't think I was ever going to have a career in wrestling again. I mean, think about it. A possible broken back thing, wasn't really sure. A couple broken ribs that punctured a lung. A concussion, a major concussion, if that. I was scared. I was down for a long time. But when that doctor gave me the all clear, you bet your sweet ass I did nothing but train. I got a hold of our wonderful president and of president of ECW, might I add. I told him I was ready to come back. The doctors have cleared me. I went and seen ECW doctors. They give me the all clear. So when I heard about TAKEOVER Prelude to Violence, I knew that was my ultimate chance. I knew Torjstein was facing Veritas. I knew the kind of destruction that was going to follow in that match. And I knew the destruction that I needed to give was a lot worse than what Torjstein. And in my opinion, what I did to Torjstein Almighty, that wasn't nothing. That wasn't even the utmost anger. That was anger for me almost costing my career. Imagine if it had been worse. I've been told he's going to be gone for months in. There's no definite amount of time how long he's going to be gone, so I think. So, which leads me to where I'm at right now. I'm back, for one. For two, I'm angry. And for three, it's for my opponent tonight. Buddy, I feel really sorry because I'm still on that high. I am still rolling on that high, and I have been waiting so long to continue kicking ass once more because that's who I am. since I've been down, there's been 3 words that I live by. Kill, Dallas, kill. You're going to see that tonight.
There's some major words here tonight. Dallas Chandler talking vividly about the injuries that he sustained at the hands of Torjstein Almighty and what needs to be back for him here in NXT. His new creed, kill, Dallas, kill. But I tell you what, we've seen how much Brandon Wolf had to do and almost just kind of skimmed by when he was able to defeat Saheed on a recent episode of SmackDown. This is going to be quite a mountain here for Dallas Chandler to overcome here, to prove that he is in fact back. And there's still quite a few people I think in the locker room who maybe don't take Dallas for real here. So this will definitely be his make or break moment upon this return.
Well, especially he was kind of floating around when we last saw him on the roster, just here and there and stuff. But if he comes in with a new revigorated attitude and goes after
wait, and not even giving Saheed a moment to get things underway here. The referee sliding in and ringing the bell. Dallas Chandler going right to work here.
We talked about it, like this is one way not to just be floating around the middle of the roster here.
Hey, look at this. When's the last time somebody took it to Saheed like this?
When was the last time you saw somebody try to headbutt Saheed?
Dallas said he's still on that high, that rush of momentum from taking out Torjstein Almighty, and he's looking to continue that momentum right through Saheed here. Saheed can't even get his feet underneath of him. Dallas Chandler repeatedly dropping and stun gunning him on that top rope.
I would say that's a good way to crush a larynx on that. Just completely hanging him up over the rope, over that rope with his neck.
You got to think here, Nate. Recently on Twitter, there was an exchange between Walter Scott and Dallas Chandler. But Walter maybe was sizing up Dallas Chandler as a possible opponent. Maybe this is and again, Dallas Chandler coming in here sending a message.
I mean, you got to think, after he went through Marcus Grant, I mean, he's looking for a new dance partner, if you will.
Saheed finally getting things turned around here. Dallas knocked to the outside of the ring. Saheed taking a moment to gloat here. I think I'd be staying on top of Dallas Chandler after getting blindsided like that. Dallas getting back into the ropes. Oh, another back fist from Saheed. Now throwing strikes. Big forearm shots rocking Dallas. There's a body punch.
I'll say body punch after body punch.
Back up here, Saheed looking to utilize his core strength, his power here. A big vertical suplex. The welcoming party here for Dallas. Giving a little vertigo, and there's a suplex dropping him.
I'll say Saheed's looking to be the buzzkill for Dallas Chandler on his first night here back on NXT.
He shoots him in here. Dallas puts the brakes on. Wait a second. Oh! Stopped dead in his tracks and turned him around with a spine buster of his own. You don't usually see it happen that way.
I'll say big time spine buster.
And then right back with these body shots here, just trying to slow down Saheed punch after punch. Shoots him into the ropes. And innovative offense there. Topped him up in the air for the double big boot. Oh, drops an elbow there. We've seen the mean streak that Dallas Chandler has in him before. We've seen, of course, when he was part of the Warlords with Torjstein Almighty.
I would say, but this is like a new, like almost no nonsense Dallas Chandler.
Oh, this is a very no nonsense Dallas Chandler. You know, I mean, we've seen him. He's ended careers here before. He took out the former NXT prospect in Johnny Iconic. That was a short-lived run in NXT, thanks to Dallas Chandler. But Saheed not looking to get extinguished here, teeing off with repeated uppercuts. Oh, another one all the way across the ring this time. Telling Dallas here that it's going to take a lot more than those body punches to wear him down, and a big drop kick from Saheed. Oh, Dallas, though, fighting back again. Again, no nonsense here today.
Well, you say it's taking all the offense and just not even caring.
Look at this. When's the last time you've seen Saheed duck out of the ring on an opponent?
No, but Dallas Chandler's not going to let him go too far. Staying once again right on the attack.
It was suplexed him almost into the ring apron in there, into that LED. I mean, I'm just at a loss for words here. So we talked about the difficulties that it almost looked like Brandon Wolf was having against Saheed, and Dallas is just picking him apart here.
Well, you gotta think there was a much bigger size difference in between Brandon Wolf and Saheed, so maybe that had to play a little bit of a factor. But Dallas Chandler may be more of a man on a mission than Brandon Wolf was here. Brandon Wolf was when he faced Saheed.
Yeah, Dallas is not here taking anything for granted tonight. I think maybe that might have been part of the issue before. Maybe he took his place in ECW a little bit for granted. Oh my God, what an elbow!
Straight elbow to the face, knocking Saheed down.
Yeah, he's hurt. He's having a hard time getting up to his feet. He might be out on his feet here. Dallas again shoots him in. Oh, big shoulder block.
I'll say just launching his body.
I don't know. Saheed just looked at him wrong. If this was planned, it was good to go. But Dallas Chandler.
This was all about that message.
Drops him there with a flatliner. Dallas Chandler with the leg hooked, and he puts him away. When is the last time we've seen Saheed dominated like this on NXT?
Oh, I'll tell you, if this is the attitude that Dallas Chandler has in here now, he is not going to be stopped. He'll go further than he went in that first run.
He's completely reinvigorated here, completely recharged, refocused. I don't think there should be anybody doubting what this man is capable of after a victory like this, opening NXT with a statement to the entire ECW universe, and then just putting an exclamation point on it with a huge victory here tonight in his return to ECW NXT.
It's all about that beard, Cole.
He must have some power harnessed in that beard somewhere. It was very effective here tonight, whatever it is, whatever the secret is of this man's success.
But there you have it, folks. Sending a message clear as day. Dallas Chandler is here. He's taking over.
Well, speaking of sending a message today, up next is the debut of the British Hit Squad. We're seeing what they were capable of at TakeOver.
I'll say we finally got to learn who these men are. We still don't know why they're here, but at least we know their name.
Yeah, we do know that they are Adrian Albright there to the left and Trevor Adams to the right, and they take on the newly melded team of McNastybones and Gabe and Inzane here up next.
And I don't envy them. After what we saw at TakeOver, they're in the dangerous path.
Folks, welcome back. Hey, wait, Ben Hopkins is in the arena, and he's not going to take an interview. He does not look happy.
Let's say after TakeOver and his moment being stolen by Mason Chronic, I don't think he's going to be happy at all.
Wait, what's Scott Adams doing here? Raw superstar Scott Adams here, and there's no relation, but that's Trevor Adams of the British Hit Squad. Scott Adams looks like he's impressed with their work from TakeOver, possibly.
I'll say apparently the British Hit Squad has Scott Adams' approval.
They have a fan and a fellow Briton, if you will. There's Adrian Albright, the other half, and Scott Adams approaching him here too before they make their official debut. The interesting developments all around the board here tonight. We're just getting started, folks. This night continues to provide more and more intrigue following TakeOver. We have a tag team match on our hands. Here comes Gabe and Dash looking like they are ready for action, fired up to be here again tonight.
I'll say we're about to see a debut. The debut that we've been wondering what's going to happen since TakeOver. Who these two men are.
Oh my God! They're not wasting any time here. This match hasn't even begun yet.
It's TakeOver all over again.
Gabe and Dash running down to the ring here, embracing the fans. No idea what just happened. And that's Trevor Adams going after Dash. McNastybones here at ringside. Adrian Albright is taking Gabe out of sight here. My God. No!
It's just a complete forearm right there. Forearm, elbow, whatever it is. Dash he's dazed and confused at this point.
There's Trevor Adams. We didn't see much of him other than throwing Jimmy into the ring steps at TakeOver. It was the other half of the British Hit Squad doing all of the work, it seemed like, in the ring to Justice Gable, but my God, he's just dissecting Dash here outside of the ring. And this match hasn't even begun. Oh, what a knee strike to the face.
And that was a quick and sudden knee strike, just straight to the face.
Lightning reflexes that are connected with that.
He is just taking the strikes and just hammering away at Dash.
Yeah, I think Dash just went through that match on Raw just a couple nights ago versus Scott Adams, and he's still suffering the effects of that. But I mean, this is just too much here. Completely overwhelmed. These two guys came out here thinking they were in a tag team match. There's that elbow again.
I'll say so much for a tag team encounter. Like the Hit Squad once again is just taking over the show.
Oh, they're taking over here. They're sending a message to the entire NXT and ECW tag teams. These guys can strike from literally anywhere, and when they do it, it was just merciless precision here. Dash just continuing to look worse for wear here as this continues. He's been opened up from these repeated punches to the forehead, to the bridge of the nose.
The Dash is he's getting taken out here.
He's hurt here. He's hurt bad. Oh, it's a knee face and a clothesline.
Once again, more devastating striking offense.
Dash still trying to figure out where he's at. I don't think he realizes any of what's happened to him here. He's been completely blitzkrieg shanghaied here by this Trevor Adams. Oh, he's not done with Dash McNastybones yet. No, we're going to have to get somebody out here to stop this. Oh!
Straight boot.
He was most certainly concussed after taking that.
I'll say after all the knee strikes, the elbows, and then that like as a coup de grace almost.
Look, it's Gabe now back in the ring on the receiving end of some strikes as well. Pinned in the corner here. There's a kick to the face.
I'll say Albright just manhandling Gabe at this point as well. Just more strikes.
He can't even get to his feet here. I mean, we've seen how ruthless he was in the attack on Justice Gable at TakeOver.
Oh.
Well, Scott Adams was a fan of these two before tonight. He's most certainly going to be a fan of them following this. Dash McNastybones is being helped to the backstage area. I mean, he's not even been able to walk back there under his own strength right now today. It's taken several medical technicians here to basically carry him.
Oh, just choking him across the top rope.
He's just not done with him, picking him back up for more here. And going right to that shoulder again. He's going to try to pull that shoulder out of socket.
I'll say we saw it with Justice. He just tore his shoulder apart.
And look again, the same thing he did to Justice here, wrenching that shoulder on the top rope here. And this is supposed to be a tag team debut for these two, but I don't think these guys are concerned about coming out here and winning things. Trevor Adams over there on the aprons, cheering this on now.
And more work being done to the shoulders, just arm wrenches and strikes.
And a knee lift to the shoulder that time. Look at it again, just wrenching the arm. He's here to hurt Gabe and Zane. This is all this is.
I'll say it's a hyper focused. I mean, a crosshair is on the arms.
Wait, butterfly suplexes him. As if it wasn't enough. Just an absolute mugging here again at the hands of this new tag team on the scene. Shoots him into the ropes here.
I'll say, like you said, I don't think it's much about debuting as a tag team or anything like that. It's about sending a message.
Just raking his face there with the sole of his boots.
And they just trash talking him, telling him to get up.
So far, two teams here in ECW. Neither of them.
Oh, we saw this.
Yeah, neither of them.
We saw it's a takeover.
Nobody has been prepared for the hit squad so far. Oh, there's that brainbuster again. Today, who is going to have a response for these two? Can you even prepare for them? Like assassins, they just sneak up and take out their targets and call it a day.
I would say at this point, Dash and Gabe have been silent.
They've been put down here. Almost like another bounty claim for Albright and Trevor Adams here. The British Hit Squad laying waste to everybody so far they have set their sights on.
I'm gonna be a mighty king, so enemies beware.
Well, I've never seen a king of beasts with quite so little hair.
I'm gonna be the main event, like no king was before.
Danger bomb connected. 1, 2, 3. Danny Hardy is the AWF World Champion.
Oh, I just can't wait to be king. Oh, I just can't wait to be king. Oh, I just can't wait to be king. Oh, I just can't wait to be king.
Folks, welcome back after we got some help out here with Gabe and Dash. And there's Alex James waiting for his debut. RPJ is in the building. We've been told he has major news here tonight for NXT. Then Brandon Wolf will be in action later as well. And there's the British Hit Squad celebrating their, I guess you could call it a victory here tonight. They made very short work.
A decimation is more like what it is.
Wait a second. RPJ is getting the money in the bank briefcase out here.
I think we found out what some of that big news is about.
Well, we know Money in the Bank is what follows Extreme Rules here in just under a week's time, and this crowd is completely lost it here. The boss, you were talking about big news. This is unprecedented.
I'll say, I don't even know what he's gonna. Are we gonna get an NXT Money in the Bank? Is NXT gonna be part of Money in the Bank?
We're going to find out.
Are you surprised to see me here tonight? Well, you shouldn't be. I know many of you are wondering what this is all about. You've seen what's in my hand as I was coming down the ramp there, and I will get to that business promptly. I know you all want to know, what is RPJ doing here? Why is he on NXT? And why is he coming out to the ring with a Money in the Bank briefcase in hand? So much mystery, so much intrigue here tonight. But first things first, each and every one of you, put your hands together here for everybody part of this NXT locker room who made NXT TAKEOVER Prelude to Violence exactly what we had hoped and dreamed that it would be, and so much more this past weekend. Give a big round of applause, a big thank you, a big NXT chant. Each and every one of these boys here who took things to the next level for El Dorado Championship Wrestling. Now that that's out of the way, NXT TAKEOVER Prelude to Violence, things got violent, things got crazy, and unfortunately, I do have to make an announcement tonight. Two men who tore the place down, tore the roof off the venue, left the Sprint Center trembling in their wake. Bobby Mitchell and Eric Silva are not here tonight. As many people saw what happened during their match, a hellacious, one of the most grueling cage matches I've witnessed since I've been in operation with this company. My hat's off to both of those boys, first of all. Number two, obviously things were not settled as we had hoped inside that steel cage. And as we saw at the end of the show, Bobby Mitchell was viciously driven into a flat screen TV in the locker room after the show went off air. And as a result, he and Eric Silva are not medically cleared to be here tonight. I do not know that they will be cleared for SmackDown either, but we do know that they are not here tonight, and that's final. But speaking of Eric Silva, speaking of Bobby Mitchell, I do have some news for them, and I do have some news for Walter Scott and Matt Black, are successful retaining ECW NXT Champion and ECW NXT Hardcore Champion. Walter Scott came out here and said that he's looking for competition. He's looking for a fight. He showed us why he's the Hardcore Champion in NXT TAKEOVER. As did, I have to give my respect to the man, Matt Black. He still owes me a handshake, but he kept his word. He beat Anthony Adams fair and square. That's that. So, what does all of this have to do with why I am here tonight on NXT? You see, this is exactly what it has to do with NXT. Money in the Bank 3 is coming up right after Extreme Rules 3, and it is a co-branded event between Raw and NXT. Both rosters in the same show. It is going to be huge, folks, let me tell you. At Money in the Bank 3, this is what's going to happen. One man, NXT, is going to enter that Money in the Bank ladder match. I don't have to explain to you what Money in the Bank means for one man's career. You saw what it did for AJ Hawks last year. Money in the Bank changes lives. One man from NXT will have an opportunity to have their changed. Now, who is going to be representing NXT at Money in the Bank? That's what we're here to talk about tonight. See, there's two men who said they need more competition. Those two men are your NXT champions, Matt Black and Walter Scott. So, I'm going to make an announcement right here tonight on NXT for next week. Matt Black, Walter Scott, first time ever in an ECW ring and an NXT venue, champion versus champion. And the winner of that match will be representing NXT as the sole entrant into the Money in the Bank ladder match. That's right. But it does not stop there, folks. No, that's just the beginning of this announcement. You see, because whoever fails to win next week's match, whether it's Walter Scott or whether it's Matt Black, that man will also be in a match at Money in the Bank 3, but the difference being their championship will be on the line in their match. And now you're probably wondering, wow, that's a pretty big announcement, RPG. What Money in the Bank? Who will be the challenger for either Matt Black or Walter Scott's championship? Well, that's where this gets good, folks, because next week, I do have it on good faith that Eric Silva and Bobby Mitchell will both be cleared to return to the ring next week. For next week in NXT, we're going to have a double main event, also featuring the rematch between the Cross Country King and the Outlaw. Bobby Mitchell, Eric Silva, round 2. The winner faces either Matt Walter Scott at Money in the Bank 3.
Wait a second. Today, did you catch all of that? Walter Scott.
That's a huge announcement.
Black. The winner enters Money in the Bank, but the loser, they will be defending their title against either Eric Silva or Bobby Mitchell at Money in the Bank. And wait, what's Ben Hopkins coming out here for?
I'll say, I mean, you gotta think about it. That man had his big debut, the most hyped debut in all of NXT, maybe ECW, cut short and completely interrupted.
Well, I guess NXT has officially become BenXT here. The fans here, though, don't seem too thrilled with the fact that he's cut the boss off after this monumental announcement.
With respect, I have some stuff to say. And seeing as this is BenXT, it's best that you leave the room. Thanks.
You gotta be kidding. He's not telling RPJ to leave the ring. What is this?
I'll say, we talk about Matt Black's ego, but they're the ego for you.
Oh, the fans are completely, they're not having this. Coming out here, he doesn't care about Money in the Bank. He must have one thing on his mind here tonight today.
Well, that was it. We saw the debut of the Ben Hopkins at Prelude to Violence. Everyone laughed, had a good time, and then Mason Cron happened to come down to the ring and try and steal my spotlight, and he attacked me, the Ben Hopkins. And you know what gets me? All those people that cheered me just a few seconds earlier, you all started cheering that, and you loved that. You cheered a bully over me, over the Ben Hopkins. And all of you people, you bitch and cry about standing up to bullies, and standing up to cheaters, and standing up to criminals, and doing what's right. But all I see is you cheering those people. Every time I look, CAW, NXT, ECW, everywhere, you people cheer those types of people, and you boo me. But that's fine, because all of you bandwagoners cheering me at Prelude to Violence, you can forget that. You can take your cheers, you can shove them wherever. Because I don't need that as long as I have the Ben Hopkins. And if you didn't notice, I will always have me. So Chronic, you no good backstabbing pile of shit, why don't you come out here and fight me? Give your little fan club what they want, your little face on their cameras, and so they can cheer at me like, oh yeah, he's making Chronic. I don't care. Come on, try and come out here and bully me. Come on, Mason. You're still trying to push your little cyberbullying statuses at me to get my attention. I'm right here.
Well, Ben Hopkins looking to call out the cyberbully here following TakeOver, but the fans not having any of this. Mason Chronic's not here,
waiting,
though.
Mason. I am waiting for you. Hurry up, hurry up. I am waiting for you, Chronic.
Still no Mason Chronic. He's scheduled here, but he's not giving in to the demands of Ben Hopkins here.
I would say, Mason's one of those people that's going to be on his time.
Ben telling the fans that he's still got more to say.
Fine. You know what? These people had enough of my time. They've seen enough of my face to last a lifetime. They've seen enough of me. I'm done. I'm done spending time in a cesspool. I'm done spending time near such low-life degenerates as these people. So you people can return to your hypocrisy and general cuntiness. I'm done wasting my time here, but Chronic, I'm gonna get you, and I'm gonna get you good. Have fun. Without me, I very much doubt that.
Well, there you have it. Ben Hopkins calling out Mason Chronic here following what occurred at TakeOver. He's completely losing it here today. Yelling obscenities at the fans. I'm not even going to repeat what he called these people here in Texas.
I'll say he completely, just almost turned on all the fans that were anticipating his debut at a TakeOver.
Yeah, he feels like the fans turned on him in favor of Mason Chronic, and he's not happy about it one bit.
Oh, that's one bit is an understatement.
Nobody pray for me, even a day for me. Yeah.
Be humble. Sit down. 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 All that homie thinking that he flexing on me. Get the fuck off my stage, you listen me. Get the fuck off my dick, that ain't right.
Folks, we're back after a little bit of a controversial exchange there between Ben Hopkins and our owner of the company, Ryan Paul Jones. It's huge news for this man following what RPJ had to say. Walter Scott, not only as hardcore champion, now today he's got a career-defining or a career-breaking possibility coming ahead of him. But the question, I guess, is for next week. Does the hardcore champion have what it takes to do what nobody else has been able to do in recent weeks in defeating the Elite with Matt Black?
Oh, that's a very good question. Those two men have quite literally said that they own NXT, that they're the reason why NXT is on the map and such a big brand as it is right now. So there's a lot of stake and claim that's going into next week's match, not only with the stipulation of the winner gets put into Money in the Bank.
You gotta think that RPJ has been listening in closely to what these two have been saying amongst themselves, to him, to fans, to their opponents, to whoever's listening. We're gonna find out, is it the house that Walter Scott built? Is it the brand that he's carried on his back? Or is it the Matt Black show? I mean, because when you think about it, only one of these men will represent NXT, and what I'm sure is going to be an all-star ensemble for that Money in the Bank.
Oh, there's so many names at this point that can go into that Money in the Bank match. And just to be a sole representative of NXT in that match is going to be huge for whoever gets it.
Well, Walter Scott grabbing a microphone. We're going to hear what he has to say here.
What's going on, ECW Universe? Listen, I know you all heard me back at TakeOver talk about the lack of competition I'm receiving in NXT right now as your hardcore champion. Now, I've been waiting patiently since TakeOver for anybody to call my name, and I've still gotten nothing. Let me say this again to the people in the back who may not have heard me. The men that were successful at NXT TakeOver this past Sunday night. That includes Torjstein Almighty. That includes the cross-country king Bobby Mitchell. And even you, Ben Hopkins. I'm not about to sit around and wait for competition to come my way. I didn't work so damn hard to make this brand into what it is today for a loaded roster to sit back and watch me like I'm some hobo that's wearing a toy belt. I mean, you all did see me compete out there, right? You guys surely saw the performance I had and the win at TakeOver that said enough of what I'm capable of inside this ring and as your premier champion of NXT. So with that being said, I'm done waiting around for you boys in the back. I'm going to say this right now and I'm not going to leave until I get what I want, and that's legit competition. If anybody is man enough to try and take this hardcore championship from me, come on out because the Walter Scott Hardcore Title Open Challenge starts now.
My name is Alex James. When I was little, all I wanted to do was become a professional wrestler. But then I soon learned that I needed to fight for what I wanted. When I was little, everything wasn't handed to me. Yeah, we had money. Yeah, I had nice people helping me. Yeah, my mom was there for me, but my father wasn't. It was a hard life growing up. But professional wrestling was there for me. It was always there for me. And when I showed people that I have what it takes to be in the business, they soon started to respect me. The more I fought, the more respect I got. In the end, I lost it all to one person, myself. See, while gaining the respect, I hurt a lot of people, and doing that ended some careers, and it wasn't right to do. I saw that now. But I took some time off, and I rejoiced. I tried new things. I stopped wrestling. I tried to respect a bunch of people. For some reason, I never did. And now, ECW gave me the shot to be a champion, to be the guy. And I'm gonna take that opportunity. My goal here at the TakeOver is to learn and to achieve. And when I achieve my goal of becoming an ECW champion, then everything will be great. But until then, I'm gonna sit here and wait for my debut, so everyone can know my name.
Well, look at this. Here we go. We heard that he was debuting here tonight, but this is a way to make a name for yourself right out of the gate. Walter Scott declaring the open title challenge here on NXT, and it's Alex James coming out making his debut, calling out the champion here today.
I mean, he won a competition and issued an open challenge is one way to do it, but you're absolutely right. A debut here, I mean, if he beats Walter Scott for the title, you talk about making a name for yourself.
You got to think, I mean, you know, Walter Scott has been talking about how there's like just a lack of competition, but how can the champion game plan for somebody he has never encountered before in ECW? And we don't know very much about what the style that Alex James is bringing into this match. Does he have a hardcore background? What is this guy? Does he have something within him that we don't know about that Walter Scott will not be prepared for? This is huge, and Walter is just a few days removed from that grueling defense against Marcus Grant.
Oh, this is a complete disadvantage for Walter Scott.
Walter Scott wanting to prove, you got to think that he's taking to heart what the boss laid on the table for him. He's wanting to come out of here knowing that Matt Black's not here tonight. He wants to dominate this show here tonight. He wants to prove why he is the premier champion. And now he has an opportunity, but we have an even bigger opportunity, like you said, for this young man. And then we've yet to see here debuting taking on the hardcore champion.
I'll say we could talk about this might be a Walter Scott story, but it's not. It is completely 100% an Alex James story.
We heard a very heartfelt Alex James that, after Walter had laid out the challenge, he said that he had actually taken time away. He had hurt people in the past in the ring, and he wasn't proud of it. It's a different insight that you hear from most stories. You see people like that we've seen here throughout the course of ECW who take pleasure in ending careers. Alex James was not proud of his work, took time away, and then he was called upon by RPJ, and now here he is. And here he is with the belt on the line here, another NXT Hardcore Championship match. Walter Scott raising the bar here for NXT.
I'll say he's just defending this title at NXT more regularly than anything, it seems like.
Like I said, he's not waiting for challenges, but Alex James is not waiting. 2 European uppercuts, 3 European uppercuts. Walter Scott again coming in a little bit disadvantaged from that takeover match where Marcus Grant really took the fight to him, but Walter with a counter, big elbow, and another one. Firing back strikes of his own here. Alex James is getting welcomed to the big leagues here already.
I'll say 3 uppercuts. Walter was looking staggered.
Walter here turning things around. Wait here. Middle rope springboard into an uppercut of his own. We're going to find out tonight firsthand what this Alex James is all about, what he's made of here. If he can hang with Walter Scott, win or lose, if he comes out impressing the champion, I think that's going to do just a ton for his stock here in NXT.
I'll say at this point, you're right. It's literally all about making your name for yourself at this point. Whether or not you win or not, it's about making sure that people remember your name.
Well, that's what he said. He was waiting for his debut to show people who he is, so people will remember his name. And here he goes, hitting the ropes here. Whoa! Smashing him in the lower turnbuckles there.
I'll say just using his hips, using his lower body, running right into Walter.
There's a big spine buster as well. Alex James, so far, holding his own here against the champion. And I think this is still no disqualification for this match. But these two, they have plenty that they can still bring to the table here to even this out. Let's take a look back here. Walter Scott with this beautiful diving, spinning uppercut. And here was Alex James, and he's using his hips there. And one more time, look at this spine buster here. Up and right back down goes the champion.
Just flatten him out.
Walter is almost reeling here. Alex James, a huge combination of strikes there.
I'll say he's put together a pretty sizable offense here.
He's taking the champ up, looking for maybe a superplex here, taking him up to dangerous territory. This is not where Walter wants to be. Oh, wait, Walter. Couple shots here to the ribs. Oh no! Oh, crash and burn into the middle of the ring. And Walter off the top with an elbow drop.
That's why he's the champ right now.
But Walter Scott, into the game, always finding a way to turn things around. And I think he was thinking maybe he had James put away there. Alex James getting up to his feet though. Walter's gonna have to not be frustrated by this.
I think this is you talked about like the no disqualification, not even going down that avenue. I think this is more of a feeling out process. Like Walter wants to see what this kid got.
He's just matching him here, almost blow for blow, using elbows, chops, kicks of his own. See Alex James here sitting for the ride across, and there's a big boot in the corner, taking his head off.
Damn near kicking his head right into the stands, man.
We talked about Walter being rocked by those uppercuts earlier, but Alex James just got turned inside out by that boot. And Alex James throwing him right out here in front of us now. He's just really soaking in the moment. Wait a minute. Oh no, he misses the crossbody.
Got a little overzealous.
Walter, I think, maybe had a moment to roll back out of the way as he was showing off there. And now, he's just toying with him almost with these forearm strikes. Just saying, how many of these can you eat, kid? Throws it right into the table. Alex James still getting up here. Walter Scott measures him from the inside of the ring. Wait a second, the champion's gonna fly! Suicide dive!
Big suicide dive. Completely hitting his mark there on Alex James.
And look, he comes in at an angle as well here. The precision laying him out right next to us. Almost shades of takeover when Marcus Grant crashed into our announce table early into that match.
I'll say, luckily enough, they missed the announce table for him.
Walter here as Alex James is recovering. Walter's, he's going to the other side. He's under the ring today. This is what we were waiting for here. He's got a kendo stick. Alex James is just now to his feet. I don't think he has any idea. Walter Scott, oh, he rounds the post there and knocks him to his knees.
I'll say, welcome to the hardcore division there, kid.
Oh, and another shot. Again, collapsing him.
We've talked about it on, I'll say, we talked about on numerous occasions. Walter has made this hardcore stipulation matches his niche.
Alex James finally getting the up and up on that kendo stick and turning it around on the champ. Oh, another elbow right to the forehead this time. I'm just impressed so far. He's holding his own with the hardcore champion here. This is one way to go. Oh my God, he's got a table.
And now the furniture comes into play. You thought you figured we'd seen enough of these things at TakeOver.
Yeah, he's setting it up right here in front of us. But wait a second, he took too long. Walter Scott connects with that straight jab right on the bridge of the nose. Oh, wait, look out today. He's going. Oh! Right, I thought he would come through our announce table here.
Say, Walter just drove him straight to the floor through that table.
A diving Uranagi side slam. Alex James' table, his plans for that table completely backfiring, exploding in his face here. He's left in the shrapnel of that table.
Well, kid, you put up a heck of a fight, but that fight's over now.
Yeah, if he comes back from this today, he might deserve another title shot. He might deserve to win this thing, but that's a 2 count. This doesn't, no! Oh my God, he somehow got the shoulder up yet again.
The kid is showing heart.
Oh, Walter here. Wait a second. We got pump handle here, but Alex James lands on his feet. Wait a second. Pull the feet out. Oh,
he's trying to steal one.
The pawn hold's locked in here. He's got a cover on the champion. A 2 count here. Oh, Walter kicked out. Where is he finding the tenacity here? He said, we have no idea what to expect from this kid coming in, making his debut. Oh, Walter. Oh. Not having any of a big clothesline. Down goes the champion. Another clothesline.
Oh. Catching the leg. Nice little back trip from the kid.
Wait a second. Ducks under a Pele kick from Alex James.
And he set Walter down.
I mean, I say it again. The champion, he has the advantage, and now he's reeling again here. Oh, big clothesline from Alex James. He's got the finesse, the power here. What more are we going to see from this guy tonight?
He could do it. This kid could pull it off.
Taking his time here. Wait a second. Oh, wait. Taking a page out of the NXT Champion's book. A shooting star press. Are you kidding me? Oh, Walter Scott, get the shoulder up. The type of offense this array of offense from Alex James.
I'll say now we get to really find out what this kid is all about. It looks like he just hit Walter with his best shot.
And look at this, he's right back on the champion, not slowing down here after receiving the 2 count. Wait, oh, he's going to the leg now. As Walter is able to kick out, maybe taking the legs out from underneath him, slow down those kick out attempts here.
But not to mention that Walter can't hit that elbow if he can't stand or run.
And we know that Walter does. You said he likes to hit the ropes. He likes to get that momentum, that inertia going in his favor there. But not if you're maybe Alex James has been doing his homework on the champion that we're not aware of. Oh, another big clothesline. Again, I just can't say enough. This kid is really coming out of here. Maybe this is what he's been waiting for, this opportunity. Wait a second. Walter's in trouble here. He's rolling him over to a calf hold here. He's working the leg today. Now he's got the submission hold locked in.
I was saying that's the complete leg that he was working on.
And look, Walter's trying to get to the ropes. So he's pointing the elbow there to finally break up the hold. Oh wait, Walter off the ropes, and there's a rocket kick.
I say Walter had enough.
He's had more than enough. Alex James, Walter even with the bad leg. Is he going to be able to hit this? Alex James is back up. Walter with the suicide dive into a DDT. We talked about it at TakeOver. Walter Scott with this sixth gear. When the fight is brought, he continues to push himself through the pain, through the intensity of his opponent, and just force them to one up their game to hang with him.
He gets to like almost like a machine type level.
Walter under the ring again. Wait, I heard. Oh, he's got a table. I knew I heard something he was pulling out. He's bringing a table of his own out. Alex James is to his feet here. Champion putting the table over here by the turnbuckle. Alex James back up to the ring. Oh, Walter decking him again. Just a second too slow, and the champion capitalizes.
I said this kid, he has to, I guess, unleash those aggressive streaks that he had before.
Well, they counted the knee there, but it's going to take a lot more than that knee lift to take Walter Scott off of his game. Looking here on the outside of the ring, Walter here. Oh, suplexes him.
This is what Alex James used to do. Stay on the offense, not let Walter Scott breathe. Completely keep hitting as much and as strong offense as he can.
Yeah, we've seen it. We've seen how all it took was one moment. Marcus Grant got too comfortable last night. Or not last night, Sunday night at TakeOver. And in that one moment, Walter connected with the great Scott literally out of nowhere. Oh. And here he's listening to you today. I don't know if he heard you or not, but he's listening. He's on the champion again here. Oh, another uppercut.
Oh. Oof, and a huge whip right into the barricade. Here he goes, going to the top. Oh, huge diving elbow. He hit Walter Scott right in the chest, and then another Pele kick. And only a 2 count. Back targeting the leg. Here we go. Probably setting up for that calf hold again.
Yeah, Walter's really starting to favor that knee now. Alex James again attacking it. Just like stealing attacks to the leg now.
I was saying if he hits Walter in that leg hold again, that leg submission, that calf submission, I don't know if Walter will be able to survive out again.
Oh, speaking of the devil, coming out almost nowhere this time. Rolling through, Walter might need to try to get to the ropes, pull himself out of the ring. Something here. He's in a bad spot. We can see the champion maybe tap out here.
I'm going to say he's going to tap. There's no way after all the damage.
Oh, again, using the elbow to get out there. Oh, another big forearm strike there. Oh, what a neck breaker.
I say into that nice neck breaker.
Who would have thought that this match, Alex James at his debut, would be the talking point of NXT here tonight?
I would say, Walter Scott, he's firing up, uppercuts all around.
No, there's another way. Oh, just nearly knocked him through the turnbuckle post there. Oh, and again. Oh, Alex James is on spaghetti. Legs drop kicks him into that table.
Oh, the back of his head. I don't think that was planned. I think that just happened to be a coincidence there.
Yeah.
But for Walter Scott, that's a happy coincidence for him.
A rough landing. Wait, Walter with the table here. Spine. Oh, he went for a spine buster. And he got caught with an elbow.
Oh, and Walter against it.
Turnabout's fair play. Alex James went for a table earlier. Wait, look at this. Walter.
Powerbomb.
And into the cover. We could have a new hardcore champion right here. 2.
The kid could do it.
No. Walter somehow with the hip strength to kick out.
This kid, he's pushing Walter for everything that he has.
Well, the champion still somehow the counter there. Oh, wait a second, Walter. Again, sixth gear. A 6 gears, a royal flush to Alex James.
That could be it. That might be it. Catching him. Perfect.
Oh, look at the face of the champion. You can't believe it. Well, Alex James somehow gets a shoulder. Walter hooks the leg again. Trying to make a second desperate cover here, and no.
I'll tell you what. This kid is making his name for himself right now.
He ducks under. Oh, another Pele kick connects. These two men just finding offense. Just seemingly when nothing else is working. And wait, he connects to the kill switch. Walter Scott, what is it going to take? Is this enough to put him out here? No. Alex James beside himself here. The fans pushing these two forward. Walter Scott drops under, and there's a face buster. Alex almost went down there. The rope steadied him. Walter back body drops him.
I don't know if this Alex James kid's gonna have left in his tank to hit Walter Scott with. It seems like he's throwing every one of his big moves.
Look at this. Walter, he opened him up there with one of those straight elbows, and another big elbow drop.
The hang time actually dove over across Alex James' body to hit that elbow.
I was looking for this one earlier. Pump handles him here. Oh, and a neck breaker. Oh. The damage has most certainly been done to the head from both of these men. I mean, look at Walter Scott here. He is a bloody mess.
You know what he's setting up for.
And he caught him with another elbow there, Tenay. Look at this. He's got him draped. Oh! Man, blocked with an axe handle to the back of the head.
Yeah, all these shots, all these moves, targeting that neck and whipping it in all different directions. You know what's coming next.
Oh, no, wait. Oh! He's punishing him now. Walter Scott, again, has made a niche out of this hardcore division, as you've said, and you're just seeing it here, a mean streak now from the champion. Alex James getting out of the way. Blocking that one. Oh!
I say it's almost like Walter's pissed that he can't put away the kid, or the kid hasn't been put away as easy as he thought he should have been.
Look at this. I mean, Walter's hit him with just about everything here, but Alex James still even off another attempted roll-up here, even off the backfired chair shot. Wait, up again. Michinoku drives under the chair. Oh, leg is hooked. This match is moving so fast, we can hardly keep up with it here.
I said that the top of Walter's head and his upper back neck area completely on that chair. I don't even know how he kicked out.
Alex James with more strikes and right back on that chair again. Walter, I think, realizes how much blood he's lost here. He's hurting all over. Alex James, oh my God! A 630 splash, and Walter kicks out. That's it today. We've seen everything here tonight between these two. And Walter, wait a second. As soon as I said that, a moonsault.
I'll say I don't think I've ever seen the last time I've seen Walter pull a springboard moonsault.
Oh, Alex James answering that kick to the shoulders. Oh, wait, nope. He gets countered. Walter, oh. Hey, oh no, oh!
Oh! Game over.
Countered the neck breaker. I thought he was going to connect with a rocket kick, but he came back out of there, and the Great Scott connecting. Alex James has been vanquished.
You say vanquished, I say he just made a name for himself.
Oh, he definitely did that. I really can't take anything away from him here. He had Walter Scott in trouble more than once, more than twice, multiple times in this match.
It's such an effort.
I think that this guy, he was watching TakeOver. He watched the match with Marcus Grant, and he said, you know what, I can do Walter Scott one better. And honestly, I think he did here tonight. I have nothing bad to say about this. This is how you come out, win or lose. You take one of these top stars who completely made their name, made their home here at ECW, and you take them to the limit here. You can't take a loss like this to heart.
Oh, so the kid, he has nothing to be ashamed of at this point.
Walter Scott said he wants competition. He has got the competition here today. We have people like Alex James, Gabe and challenging him. Not to mention, now he has to look forward to going one-on-one with the NXT champion himself. That champion versus champion, high stakes, high profile match next week in one of our two main events.
You say two main events, we got two blockbuster main events. Two pay-per-view quality matches for you next week.
This is just absolutely incredible here. Walter Scott, he said over and over again, if you want to fight, he'll bring you a war. He's been through a war here tonight.
He told you where he can find him too. It's right here on NXT.
And just breathing new life into this hardcore championship. Quickly placing his name amongst the top and everybody else cut for him. Folks, it doesn't stop there. We have a huge match still to come. Triple threat match. Brandon Wolf, Asher Crane, and Pat Bassman here, rounding out the last leg of our show. Not to mention our main event still to come after that.
Oh, indeed. It's one of those things. Can Asher Crane get back on the right track? Or can Brandon Wolf continue his dominant winning ways? Or does Pat Bastard rebound from the string of bad luck that he's had?
You don't see a microphone, do you? Well, old raging redneck don't need a damn microphone to tell you. For those of you that don't know about GSF, old raging redneck is inviting you to get the F in right now. If not, you can get your ass left behind.
Today we talked about it before the break here, and the All Stars champion continuing his path towards the NXT championship. We heard speculation that he watched the main event for TakeOver, and he has his eyes set on Matt Black firmly now. Tonight, he's got to get past the ever dangerous Asher Crane and the wily Pat Bastard, who he has fought before in singles competition here recently.
It's one of those things that Matt Black told him he needs to start at the back of the line, and Brandon Wolf, much obliged, he's been going through everyone as of late.
Yeah, so far, no one here in NXT been able to slow the path towards that gold for Brandon Wolf.
I'll say he's became almost hyper-focused on it. One of those things that he said when he came back after that little brief hiatus, that this is what he was going for.
And you got to think now there's not a Lewis Rivers to interfere in this match. Should the match happen, should he get his wish. He was so close to defeating Dick Nicholas back at Fastlane. And of course, Lewis Rivers cut that short. But now it's all about getting to Matt Black, getting to the Matt Black level, if you will.
It's one of those things that you have to think when they get to that level. I know we've talked about it on previous shows way back when. They're so similar in their styles. They're in-ring savvy, if you will.
Well, and it's like we've heard both of them talk about in the past as well, especially Brandon Wolf recently. I still don't think we've ever seen the proper Matt Black, Brandon Wolf one-on-one match that we had all anticipated. Wait, referee here headed to the back locker room. Brandon Wolf was anticipating rival of his opponents. Wait a second, Asher Crane.
Oh, that's Pat Bastard.
Pat Bastard's been attacked backstage by Asher Crane. This match has ever began.
Oh, you have to think Asher Crane's probably not. He's in a foul mood as well. TakeOver didn't go so well for that idol killer.
Wait, what is, the lights are down up on the stage. I can't see. Oh, that's Pat Bastard again. What is going on here? Is that Asher Crane? That's his music. It is. Asher Crane was Brandon Wolf all to himself. Oh, looks like there's the bell. This match is going to happen today. It was supposed to be a triple threat match, but now it's a singles match.
I guess that's one way to stake your claim.
The Asher Crane has realized the worth of a win over Brandon Wolf here. So I'm trapped in the corner. Oh! Very aggressive, coming right for Brandon Wolf here. Asher has to realize that defeat, the hands of Ben Hopkins one-on-one, he's going to have to get back on the winning track here. We talked a lot of big game pre-gaming for that match. A lot of just really nasty things he was said about Ben Hopkins, and then he came up short.
I was saying he was so close so many times of beating Ben, but just could not hit Ben with his one weapon, that one best weapon, that one-hit kill, was not able to connect with it.
Brandon Wolf here, Lions saw early pin, 2 count. Asher Crane again, he's a little bit of trouble there, and he needs to get back at it here. Yeah, you're right. We didn't see the one-hit kill the entire match. You have to think maybe if he would have been able to line up that knee strike, that might have been enough. I believe it was Ben Hopkins actually countering the deviator as well. Just stunned him. We've seen the effectiveness of using that top rope as a weapon earlier tonight on several occasions.
I'll say Dallas Chandler just let loose on that top rope.
Brandon down again. Asher Crane starting to turn things around here. Maybe a little bit of a slower start. Maybe blew a little bit of gas that he didn't think he would. And there's a DDT. He's got Brandon Wolf where he wants him. Idol killer.
I'll say this is This is that methodical pace that he likes to go with.
It looked like he got a little too ahead of himself there at the final moments of that match with the Ben Hopkins, and he ended up paying for it in the end. That one looked like a superplex he was going for it, and the takeover cost him ultimately that drop kick, and then the descent to madness. And here you go, Brandon Wolf, another back kick, knocking him down, and another baseball style drop kick. Wait, Wolf picks him up, goes for the roll up here. Not on guard, he's gonna roll up here on Asher Crane. Asher Crane reverses the momentum here. Brandon Wolf right back to exchanging pinning combinations. Asher Crane right back.
Just back and forth. Oh, it
again. His second. Oh, Asher. Very close. Oh, Brandon. Oh! Lights out Asher Crane.
Doubles up on it.
Almost fainted him with the first one, it looks like. And Wolf now a little bit of frustration here. And you can hear the impact. It rattled Asher's jaw there. Teeth clankering there. Brandon maybe looking for the Wolf howl early. He is. But, oh, no, Asher Crane gets out of that.
Oh, Asher Crane knew what was coming. He was not about to be part of that.
Big forearm and the turnbuckle. He threw his entire body into it.
Say, Brandon had nowhere to go.
He's got nowhere to go from here today. Asher Crane up top. Oh, big superplex.
He's still holding on.
Oh, and there's a Falcon Arrow, and he hooks the leg right off of the impact there. Brandon Wolf in trouble, and he kicks out.
Throwing the shoulder up.
Take a look back here at some of the early moments of this match. There's that first pin attempt off that lion salt. Brandon Wolf right here, another close 2 count off the super kick, the fake super kick. The Asher Crane, bam, rolls through, superplex. We said holds on, does the deal here. Falcon arrows into the middle of the ring.
Say, unfortunately, Brandon Wolf shooting the shoulder up and getting out of that.
Wait, I think Asher was going for a deviator there.
See, that's what it looked like, that setup.
Brandon here using some footwork to get behind him. Oh, wait a second. Wolf. Oh, Asher landed on his feet, though. Oh, Brandon Wolf coming across the ring, Tope Kanehilo.
I say that is vintage Brandon Wolf, the flying over the top rope like that.
Gracefulness, too, landing almost on his feet every time. Again, we talked about this at TakeOver with Ben Hopkins. I mean, Asher's hanging in here for the most part. Brandon Wolf is really pushing him here. This has been very close for the both of these two. Brandon, big spear connects. Right to the cover. This might be it. Is this? No.
I'll say that slingshot spear, he doesn't get as much momentum as he normally does off that run, but it's a surprising one.
And that was definitely a surprise. Asher, he was still reeling from that Kanehilo to the outside. Wolf here. Oh, big knife edge chop. Oh, shoots him back across. Brandon Wolf sizing him up for something here. Asher Crane in the turnbuckle. Oh, another knife edge chop. You can hear that one. And drop kick to the head. Asher getting out of the way. Not a fan of that. Wait, Brandon Wolf here. Up and over again.
I said just because you roll to the outside doesn't mean you're safe. Not with Brandon Wolf.
Again, up and over the ropes a second time. Wolf here. Butterfly. Nope.
Asher put on the brakes.
He did, and a clothesline. Into the ring, Brandon Wolf. Clothesline took a little bit out of him here. Asher to the top rope here.
Oh, it just throwing his body. we've seen that at times where like Asher he throws no caution to the wind and just uses his whole body as almost as a wrecking bar, just a reckless abandonment to achieve his goal.
Yeah, we've seen it before. He takes to the air every once in a while. That was a nice combination, a chop, kick to the leg, and that Shining Wizard, and backbreaker to Brandon Wolf.
I'll say momentum of just twisting him around and just slamming him on his knee.
Standing sidekick there almost. Asher looking for the deviator a second time. Brandon Wolf still has it scouted. Not enough damage done to Wolf here. It's going to take so much more than that to put him away. Using the palm strikes. And an uppercut. Wolf yelling at him to get up here. So look in his eye here. Asher Crane, I don't think he realizes where he's at. That uppercut rocked him. Brandon got him up. Got him for the fireman's carry here. What is this going to be?
Big time neck breaker.
And he hooks the leg immediately. Asher Crane.
The ever so resilient Asher Crane being able to pull out of that.
Spikes him with that vertical DDT there. And Asher reeling from it. The referee looked with a look of concern on his face. Brandon Wolf backing away into the corner, but as the referee's going to allow this to continue here. Brandon thinking here, Wolf howl maybe. No, Asher fighting out of it again.
Backhand strike with a chop, but it rocks Brandon.
Asher Crane. Oh no. Wait a second, Tanae. Oh no. Oh my God. There's nothing out there to break the fall for either of these men. Now this is dangerous. Oh my God. They're not using their body, putting it all on the line here.
I said dangerous might be an understatement right there.
That hurt him and Brandon Wolf there. Asher Crane's back up to his feet.
It's more like complete recklessness right there.
Well, it's a night where everybody's trying to make a statement coming off a takeover, but you have to think about your own well-being at a certain point. Is this going to be enough? No. Brandon somehow kicking out. And Asher's not pleased with it at all. Look here, Asher Crane. Brandon got the foot up.
He got the foot up, and he's going to try to roll him over.
They go for a roll up here of his own. Again. He goes out. No, Asher able to pivot the hips out just a little bit, throw Brandon Wolf off his balance there. Brandon up, head scissors takedown.
Talking about a little head scissors out of nowhere.
Kicks him in the leg. Knee to the face.
I'll say he rocked him with that one.
Asher here in no man's land. Knee drops him on the apron. It looks like Asher Crane has been opened up. That knee strike. Damn.
I'll say that it rocked him was an understatement. I apologize. He busted him open with it very cleanly.
Brandon here to the top rope comfortably now. Asher Crane slowly up to his feet. Diving Hurricane Rana. Brandon here. Running across the ring. Goes up again.
He's sizing him up.
He's got a long way to go. Wait a second. Wait a second. Playing possum.
He saw a better opportunity.
And he takes it. There's a spear. Just splitting Asher Crane in half. Wolf not going for the pin here. This might be a mistake.
I'm completely surprised he didn't go for the pin. I would have pretty much sure that was the win.
He's not done here. He reaches the arm, fingers clasped. Springboard DDT. I was for sure that was the end too, but he's not through. He wants to make sure that Asher Crane stays down. 2 forearm strikes. Asher catches him though. Wait a second. Oh, and all of the strength he had left, and power slams it.
So this might be Brandon Wolf might have made a mistake. This might come back to haunt him.
Oh, Asher misses that backhand. He's pulling several of those here. Brandon, kick is blocked.
I say both these men are so fatigued at this point.
Oh, this Brandon, another kick to the back, but Asher fighting through it, back up. Wait a second. Oh wait. Oh, he caught him again. Caught him again. Another super kick. I think of Brandon Wolf yelling at him, get up, get up.
He's hooked it. He's hooked it.
Oh, and that's it. Middle of the ring to ignite Asher Crane.
And the Wolf is finally out here tonight at NXT.
Asher Crane might have kicked out of everything before, but he's not kicking out of the Wolf now. Brandon Wolf, again, just another impressive performance here. Hopefully, I mean, not to take away from what we just saw, but hopefully Pat Bastard's okay. Looks like we finally got him some help, got him off the floor back up there where Asher Crane left him deposited.
Oh, I'm pretty much forgot about him already.
I mean, look at this, Asher Crane, that huge Falcon arrow we saw earlier in the match. Asher Crane, here again, showing that he can hang, but just now going 0-2 in these most recent one-on-one encounters.
I mean, yeah, it's one of those things. It may be 0-2, but at least he showed he's not something to be I guess walked over. He put up Ben Hopkins and Brandon Wolf to the limit here tonight. It's just it's that once again, just not being able to seal the deal.
Well, you gotta think, we talked about it at the beginning of the match. Once again, he was isolated, put himself in positions where he just could not line up that one-hit kill that he likes to use. That has been his definitive red winner, and it was deprived of him here again tonight.
It's one of those things. I mean, if he hits it, I mean, that might be the difference maker.
Brandon Wolf, unlike Asher Crane, is not going back to the drawing board. He's continuing that march forward. You got to think Matt Black, not only with Walter Scott ahead of him, now has to really start thinking, when will Brandon Wolf come calling?
He's knocking down the door here soon.
Folks, it's almost main event time, and you like some hard-hitting action. You like super heavyweights. You like Goliaths, Titans. It's going to happen. The debut of Mason Chronic takes on the former #1 contender in Anthony Adams. Who did that on NXT for the first time?
Oh, so you thought we had a hoss fight for you for TakeOver? Just wait until this one.
This is more than a hoss fight, I'll tell you. These are superhumans clashing here. And this is where it all began for these two folks. It happened on Twitter, of all places. Anthony Adams threw the first blow towards this Tiger bully here. Just pulled up on the screen now.
Let's just hope Anthony Adams isn't talking as much, talking out of his ass here at this point.
And just look at what Mason Chronic had to say here in response. More trash talk for Ben Hopkins. He said, no, this isn't the last you've seen of me. I'm coming back. And he called Anthony Adams the dollar store version of the Incredible Hulk.
If you ever see Mason Chronic, you know he's not short on words.
here we go, folks. The main event has arrived tonight. Anthony Adams. Today, I'll let you do the introduction here, because I already think I know what you're going to say. Is this the final time we see Anthony Adams in a main event here on NXT?
Oh, this is the final time we see Anthony Adams on the main event on NXT. Are you kidding me? Like, do you still support this loser after TakeOver?
Well, I still think that he put up one hell of a fight, but, you know,
it doesn't matter how much of the fight he put up. Whose hand was raised at the end of the night?
well, if you let me finish here, what I was going to say is, I do tend to agree with our boss, and if Ryan Paul Jones has respect, a newfound respect in that life, I guess I do too. So today, I apologize, you were right. Anthony Adams lost. I take my word back. But tonight isn't just about Anthony Adams. It is about
no, it's not this man
right now. And that says it all. The Cyberbully Club has arrived. NXT will never be the same after tonight.
So you're in for a treat here tonight with this one.
You gotta think that if he's still here, Ben Hopkins has got to be watching this, just scowling at the TV backstage somewhere. Mason Chronic, one of the most intense human beings to ever walk this planet.
Intense may not even be a word to like fully capture him.
No, and the way that he would describe himself, again, not the most family friendly of phrases, so I will leave that to Mason Chronic.
I'll say family friendly. We're gonna need a production crew out here to bleep out his obscenities that normally seem to happen.
But you know, this is again an interesting thing here today. It's almost, whose side are you on after what Ben Hopkins had to say earlier? You know, thought the fans were firmly behind him. They turned on him for Mason Chronic apparently, but. I don't know, wait a second. Anthony Adams throwing the first punch, though. Rather hold that thought. Oh! When's the last time somebody just paintbrushed Anthony Adams like that?
I say he just caught a punch and completely almost jokingly slapped him. And then just a big boot. Almost like a Yakuza kick.
And when's the last time you seen Anthony Adams duck out of the ring to get away from an opponent? Mason Chronic. No love, no respect for anybody here tonight. Not even his opponent. Look at this big boot. Just Anthony Adams completely beside himself here. Oh, Chronic yelling obscenities at him. Oh my God. No way. Are you kidding? One more time in slow motion here. Mason Chronic throwing him back into the ring.
With the ease almost. It's just manhandling him now.
I mean, really, again, we talked about this earlier with Dallas Chandler and Saheed, but I don't remember the last time anybody has been able to do this kind of damage to Anthony Adams on a consecutive offense basis here. Knee lifts to the head.
Well, let me put it in this lamest terms for the folks at home who may have never seen a Mason Chronic match. It's brutality. That's plain and simple what this man does in the ring.
Oh, look at Anthony Adams finally able to turn things around. And wait a second, he's got a hook. Beal throws him across the ring. This again, Mason Chronic tried to pin him there in the corner and bully him with that offense, but a huge throw. Anthony Adams trying to make a comeback here. Oh, there's a clothesline.
About took his head off there.
We'll talk about the welcoming committee here. Anthony Adams not rolling out the red carpet for Mason Chronic. He wants to upset Chronic. Oh!
This went from a welcoming committee to a prison yard brawl.
Trying to get a cover there on that leg drop. Chronic is obviously going to take much more to put away this man. And is very well versed around the world. And wait a second, Anthony Adams. Oh. Big Samoan drop. Nope. Got Chronic by the face, headbutts him, knocks him off of his feet. Anthony Adams.
I'll say just savagely headbutting.
Look at this.
Oh.
Oh, just picking him up. Power bombs him back into the mat.
Deadlift him from the ground.
Into the cover here. No. Anthony Adams already showing some signs of frustration here. He knows, again, that all the pressure's on him here tonight. Oh, but Mason Chronic. Big clothesline counter there. Oh, Chronic with a suplex again. Mason Chronic has been in the ring with some of the biggest and baddest individuals. Just no backing down here in front of Anthony Adams, and now these knee lifts. Muay Thai clinching him on the top rope.
I'll say giving him nowhere to go.
And look at this. Chronic yelling at somebody out in the crowd there.
Who knows who was yelling out in the crowd too? Maybe it was a lonely Vin Hopkins fan.
I'll be the only one left in the building here tonight. He's not done with Anthony Adams just yet. Oh! Onto the barricade. Planting him. Well, you know, it might be that Mason Chronic has fans. The Cyber Bully Club, I imagine, is a real thing, but it's a well-known fact that Mason Chronic is not a fan of anybody.
I mean, at this point, he's certainly not a fan of Anthony Adams.
Well, again, the moniker like the Cyber Bully. I don't think Anthony Adams summoning this demon that is Mason Chronic on Twitter was the best thing he could do. Wait a second. Oh! Fire connects.
That was sudden and early.
Look, and Anthony Adams getting out of the ring again.
That might be the best choice for Anthony Adams.
Chronic was going to try to hit the leg there, but
he needed the reprieve fast.
Look at this, Chronic. Anthony Adams rolling in behind him here. Wait, oh! Adams, that was the best opportunity that he had. This has been a mainly Mason Chronic affair here. Anthony Adams trying to cut him down. Big clothesline connects. Chronic still in it. Oh, this is one of his own. Body drop there.
Oh, we know what comes next. It's that spine buster.
Oh, there it is. Adams lifted him back up. Oh, what a punch.
Oh, he's rocked. Chronic is rocked a little bit.
Anthony Adams looking for another spine buster.
Oh, he's going to hook the leg.
Oh, Chronic gets the shoulder up.
I'll say, he looks like he's looking for that living in infinity powerbomb. That's literally what he follows that spine buster with.
He's going to the torture rack instead. He wants to submit Mason Chronic, but Mason Chronic in the eyes. He raked the eyes of Anthony Adams.
You know, Mason doesn't care. It's all he's just here to brutality and win.
Wait a second today. He's not serious.
He's gonna try to superplex him.
Look at Mason Chronic. Oh my God.
Cole, he just deadlifted him. The balance on that second rope to be able to pull that off.
I have never seen anybody here in NXT superplex Anthony Adams like this before. And the last time we seen Anthony Adams deliver a superplex, it destroyed the ring. And Mason Chronic now. Oh, wait a second. He's going to try to put away Anthony Adams with the crossface.
He's crawling.
Anthony Adams.
He's carrying Mason's body weight.
This is incredible here. Anthony Adams able to escape.
Oh.
Mason with a clothesline. We talked about it with Alex James earlier. Making a name for yourself in your debut. Mason Chronic. Oh! Going toe-to-toe with Anthony Adams, the infamous one.
Oh! No!
Chronic from the middle rope connects with that. Chronic is all sorts of fired up. He is jacked up. He's on another level right now. Anthony Adams is hurt here. And makes a Chronic with an axe handle. And a second axe handle.
Oh! Power slam.
And he's not done with him. Oh my god, he headbutted him right back. Payback from earlier. And wait a second. Oh! Fire. Middle of the ring. Referee out of position, the next recover. 3 minutes take a second too long. Anthony Adams kicks out. Oh. Chronic is like a man possessed here. Oh my god. This is not looking good for Anthony Adams here today. He's, just showing that he can do the same thing again.
Just manhandling. It's brutality after brutality. Oh!
Wait a second. Oh my god.
He is just picking up and just tossing Anthony Adams around.
Look, the referee's asking if Anthony Adams wants to continue. He could be hurt here. Bishop suplex dropped him. Oh my god, he penalty kicks him.
Did you ever see the move where the ref had to stop it and ask Anthony Adams if he's okay?
Not very
shit. Just running kicks.
Today, you have to be asking yourself, is Ben Hopkins absolutely mad? Is he off of his rocker trying to call out Mason Chronic earlier after seeing this? No way. Another deadlift here. Oh!
Did you see where Anthony Adams landed?
He just got compressed into the ropes. Chronic got one more thing up his sleeve here. I know what this is going to be. Crucifix. Oh my god. Oh!
What a powerbomb.
Drew and Anthony Adams has been put away by the Cyberboy at his debut. Oh, I'm at a loss for words here.
I'll say NXT kicked off at 100%, and we ended at about a 500% with this match.
Just look at this. Drawn of fire. Anthony Adams sent out of the ring on that one. I mean, Anthony Adams was able to find some of his offense like a spine buster here, but that's about all he had. We didn't see one spear. We didn't see one living in infamy powerbomb here.
Chronic nullified him basically.
Look at this. Huge sit out powerbomb for Mason Chronic. Mason Chronic here. Referee checking on Anthony Adams again. Chronic, a huge victory here. The Cyber Bully says he's not going anywhere, and I think that NXT's got a lot less to say. Wait a second, wait! It's Ben Hopkins! Ben Hopkins slid through the ropes here! Oh!
Well, you said that if Ben's still in the building, he had a score on that TV screen. But apparently he just put a smile on his face.
He told Mason Chronic earlier that he was going to get him. He was going to get him good. And it looks like he caught Mason Chronic when his guard was down here. Oh my god, he's got a microphone again.
So now you boo someone attacking someone from behind. I stand up to a bully and you boo? That shows what type of people you are. You're bottom drawer, like Mason Chronic. You're hypocrites, like Mason Chronic. You're backstabbers, like Mason Chronic. And much like him, each and every one of you can rest in the fact that you are off my Christmas card list. Chronic, stay down. You stay down where you are, because if you get up I put you down again. As soon as you appeared, that was yesterday's news. And I'm never yesterday's news. I am today's news and I am the future news. For these people, they wanted a shiny new toy the second the first one finished their match. And I'm more than a shiny new toy and I'll never think will never be. And guess what? I'll take you down. I'll make all your fans cry as I bully you and I bully you out of this company. And I'll build up empire on your broken body as the first victim. And I'll build a shiny new NXT above that fallen Mason Chronic. And when I'm done, not only will nobody like you, nobody will remember you. And that's a Hopkins thing. None of you, and I mean none of you, would understand.
Well, the fans here at riot levels, Ben Hopkins exacting his revenge on Mason Chronic, and he said told Mason Chronic to stay down, but Mason Chronic's up and trying to get away here.
He's going right after him.
Well, he said he was going to build his empire on the broken body of Mason Chronic here. Oh no, not like this, Ben, not like this. Oh. Folks, that's all the time we have for you tonight. For Alec today, we're going to have to get off the air. Thanks for tuning in here tonight for NXT, folks.